Please come now, I think I'm falling, holding on to what I think is safe. It seems I found the road to nowhere, and I'm trying to escape. I yelled back when I heard thunder, but I'm down to one last breath. And with it, let me say, hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. I'm looking down, now that it's over, reflecting on all of my mistakes. I thought I found the road to somewhere in His grace. I cried out, heaven save me, but I'm down to one last breath. And with it, let me say, hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. I'm so far down. Sailors, follow me, but I still believe there's something left for me. So please come stay with me, 'cause I still believe there's something left for you and me, for you and me, for you and me. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Please come now, I think I'm falling, holding on to what I think is safe. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. stocked up and everything's alright. Check my vital signs and know I'm still alive, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk up. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one. And I walk up. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do, yeah, they were all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you. And all the things you do, and it was called Yellow. So then I took my turn. Oh, what a thing to have done. And it was all yellow. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin and bones turn into something beautiful. And you know I love you so. You know I love you so. I swam across, I jumped across for you. Oh, what a thing to do. 'Cause you were all yellow. I
All right. What is going on, everybody? I hope we're having a good Thursday morning here in the stock market. The S&P 500 is trying to move a little bit here this morning. I like how it's holding support in a great way. Overall, holding support's a great sign. If it continues to hold this low of pre-market around 611, this would be a great sign for today. I actually like the way it's bouncing for potential to start to come back to at least I'd say 612.15, 612.20. Somewhere like that would be nice. I'm definitely leaning that way over a breakdown, but we'll adapt either way. Good morning though. Chase, Carl, Stewart, Mike, J-Bass, Toby, Tangyman, Mason, So You, KO, and Nomad. Good morning. Let's get it. What's up, Martin? Said always here, bro. Hell yeah. Satisfied. We got the alternative playlist going today. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. Slightly different than normal. QBTS is popping off. I don't know if you guys saw this with Baba. In pre-market with their earnings, they really continued the run. We look at the daily chart, and it's just fantastic in the way that they gapped up this morning, up to 139 to 140. That's great. Going to check on AMD, which is still pretty low, down around 115. Dipping a lot from how much it was up at the beginning of 2024. Definitely becoming one that we look at for more of a dip buy here. Definitely noticed the Green Day, Nomad said. Who sings this one? Good morning, TJ. Steven. Jesley. Let's go. If you guys are joining up, destroy that like button. Evanescence. Ah, that makes sense. Trevor said Seether and Amy Lee. What? I don't even know who either of them are, but I know what Evanescence is. This one's an iconic song. Again, you're talking to a non-music guy. Here we go. CCJ, 3% on their earnings. Wait, didn't they report? Didn't they report this morning? Oh, they did. TradingView was lagging on me. Yeah, they reported. Pretty good action, though, up to 49. At least they didn't drop. I like to see support holding. It's pretty fire. Haha, gotcha, George. Yeah, this one's like an iconic one. Tessie today, falling off slightly. Going back to the SPY. Let's go to QBTS again, which was moving quite a bit here at open on their opening 1 minute candle, but pulling back slightly now. How about QUBT, IONQ? What about Microsoft with that news yesterday? Nothing too crazy yet. The watch list isn't bad. A lot of China stocks. Baba and JD. JD actually from open. Pretty good run. Same with Baba. Looking pretty good. Baba's actually breaking the high of pre-market a little bit. That's pretty fire. Let's see if Baba can get going. Come on, let's push. It's getting through pretty clear here. It's definitely through 140 in a pretty clear way, but we need to see a good, like, wick extension and just a good candle closing up here. Especially above this wick. Yeah, like this is, yeah, there we go. There we go, Baba.
It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard.
It's looking pretty good. Pretty overextended from earnings. You know, scalping it, be careful scalping it, but you know, it's getting there. JD, honestly, a little bit better of a run, I would say. Where do you suppose the Palantir elevator stops on the way down here? The Palantir elevator falling down to around $100 a share. Where do I think it'll stop? Let's see. I'm assuming you don't mean today, based off your numbers, so... I'm a really big fan on this next range coming up here with Palantir for some reason. I really like this range between like 65 and 85. I think it's a big range on Palantir stock. Ah, it's tough. The elevator stopping. I would love to see it fill this gap down to 85. I think that would be a pretty good target to the downside on this. To fill that gap down to 85. It might not even get there, though. In the short term, I think that 100 will be around the short-term low. I'm not sure what we're talking long-term or not, but... Tangy Man said, use the book map or just book map. Speaking of book map, Palantir always has so much on there. Definitely 100 in the short term. Like I said, 348,000 shares there. Let's see 85. Yeah, I mean, it's just too far away from those lower numbers right now to make a difference. They'll see more liquidity come in as it gets closer, but... I think it would be pretty hard for it to break through 100 today. I don't really see it getting under that today. It could always happen, but I would definitely be looking for a hold down there. Hopefully Siri keeps pushing up, Satisfied said. Pretty good recovery today. I like how Siri held a lot of these wicks. Held support really well around $25. That's definitely a good short-term support here for Siri. I wouldn't be surprised if it broke. If we're talking about a daily chart setup and just a daily chart pattern in general, I've noticed a lot on these bases as they form that they create these like head and shoulder patterns a lot of the time. And I would not be surprised if this support around 23 or 2280 was tested again here on like another test before the real break comes in. J Bass said, Baba book map. All right, let's see. Let's get back to Baba, actually. Speaking of them. Good push, 142. On the book map, we're looking at 145 and 150. 100 plus K shares there. 145 would be beautiful today. It's so high already, 12%. It might be tough to get there, but it's not that far off considering how much it's ran already today. I can't believe that it closed yesterday around 125. It went up like 15 points. Pretty good move for a stock where its average rise is like 1.5%. Chase said could have made 700 instead of 200, but whatever. Hell yeah, Chase. Throw that memory out of your mind. I exit way too soon. I didn't expect it to run. Maybe try scaling out a little bit. I'm sure you already do, but try implementing that a little bit. Nvidia stewing. Good morning. Good morning, Rome. Ryan said Rocket Lab literally shoots off a rocket yesterday, and the stock does the opposite. Yeah, for real. That's a pretty big pullback. It got pretty high. There might have been a buy the rumor, sell the news going on with Rocket Lab, if that's the case. Definitely weird to see, but Rocket Lab is pretty high in the short term. It's wild to say this. Let's look at the percentage on this one. Pretty high. If you go to the low from 2024 in April to the high, it's up 845%. Right now, it's at 600%. Wow. Quite the move with Rocket Lab. Carlo, I remember that with Virgin Galactic. That's actually a situation that I was thinking of in my head from the past. Virgin Galactic. They're not even on the market anymore, are they? What the hell was their ticker? I can't remember. It was a weird one, I thought. BHC had a nice run a couple minutes ago. BHC, Bush Health. I have never looked at this one, really. BHC. Or Bosch Health, sorry. Sorry, I misread that initially. Bosch Health. 730, 735. Resistance there. Looks like it's trying to move post-earnings. Having a little continuation. Definitely a big mover this morning, 9% plus. It's not the most voluminous stock most of the time, but it's getting some action today. MSTR's in the green, but pulling back. How about NIO in the Chinese sector? Mike says, can you share a heat map of Microsoft? Sure. That's what it was, George. SPCE, that's it. Oh, they do still trade. Oh, God, they reverse split? Oh. Gross. I like the trading opportunities with this one, but I don't know about the whole long-term outlook here. It's not looking too hot for them at Virgin Galactic. My gosh, look at how bad they tumbled down. I remember actually hitting some bangers on this one back whenever it was having these launches. I bought some dips ahead of some of these launches and had some insane runs, but obviously it wasn't a long-term hold, and thank God, because my word. You know, one stock I have been looking at in the short term for a lot more opportunities is Kraft Heinz. We've been eyeing up this lower trend on this one for a while and support. It's bouncing off of two great levels at once right now. Now, it's a bit of a slower stock. It's more of a share play. But I'm definitely eyeing up these lower supports around like $27. That's huge. Also, this lower trend that it's been following is pretty huge with the consistency. And we're seeing a pretty consistent touch and a bounce again off the lower end of this trend. I think there could be opportunity here averaging into Kraft Heinz shares in this range and letting it play out over the next couple of months. You'll even be, you know, collecting probably a dividend throughout that time. As well, but definitely watching this one for a move off of the lower end of this range. It's been pretty consistent as it gets to the lower end, coming back to the top. We've traded a few of these opportunities back up on this one before. Now, it's not going to be the best percentage in the world. If you could get your average to like 29 as it chops around down here, you know, you're looking at like 10%, 15% if it gets to the top pretty quick here. Book map of SMCI for sure. Let's go back to Baba. Go check it on the 1 minute. Starting to turn over even more now. It had a decent run. It was getting to that point of being fairly overextended on the morning. All right, let's go try SMCI here. Here's Baba on the book map. Here's SMCI, and then I gotta pull up Microsoft too. $60 resistance, it looks like, on SMCI. Pretty stiff. A lot of sellers there, and even look at 59.60. It's weird. 243,000 shares popped in at 59.60. Even larger than $60. Very weird to see that pop right there. And it's weird because they popped in like right after like that rejection, which is kind of strange. We saw this earlier in the morning though, where there was a similar move or stack. It ended up breaking to the upside. If this stack breaks, that would probably show that there's enough momentum to get through 60, but it's two stacks there right at 60, so probably going to act as pretty good resistance on SMCI. Baba's already turned back around. If people are looking at pop, pull, and go strategies, I'm sure they were looking at this pull here and maybe looking at a possible go starting, but it's very high on the morning. Yeah, it's definitely weird, Steven. 60% though on Baba, Satisfied said. Nice. Oh yeah, we got to do Microsoft too. Looks like there's stiff resistance on Microsoft right at 417 based on the chart. Looks like on Bookmap, there's not really too much at 417. 420, Elon's favorite number coming up. 37,000 shares there. Microsoft's pretty close. It could break resistance here on the morning. That'd be a good move. It'd also help fuel the SPY a bit more, as Microsoft's just so influential, but that poor SPY pulled under 611 just now. The past few minutes, flushing down. It's obviously not loving the hype from Tesla today. Looks like Nvidia pulled back really hard. So between those two, and then Apple and Microsoft trying to run, but they're not making up for it. A lot of red out there, especially like Walmart on earnings, it looks like. Costco's down with them. Procter & Gamble's down quite a bit. JP Morgan, a lot of the banks. Weird. Tech is mixed to flat and a lot of red on banks. Mason said his SPY puts printed. Nice. Beautiful there on that flush. Nice, Mason. Getting in on the SPY put action as 611 broke down. That was definitely the support that needed to hold today. Needed to hold. It did not. It did not. I'm S Manny, short Manny. That's pretty funny. Your ticker symbol would be SMAN. Ha, yes, there isn't an SMAN either. It would work. That's perfect, Mason. Trevor said, I think Baidu looks better for that strat. Are you talking about pop, pull, and go? Because it did have a pretty good pull here going on. That could be a good one for an entry. Baba really roared out here. Watch 145 on Baba coming up. I doubt it gets above there, considering how many sellers we were watching. That's quite a bit of sellers stacked up. $111,000 at 145. Tangi, pop, pull, and go. It's in the Getting Started channel in Discord. You have to be a trading floor member to see it, but just in case anyone was wondering, but there's some strategies in there that Mike has highlighted and went over, and pop, pull, and go, or the PPG, is definitely one of them. It's essentially, if you're looking at an uptrend, like let's say we're looking at a Baba uptrend like this, essentially, like what it's saying is you don't want to enter as the stocks are moving higher like this. So what you're doing essentially is waiting for pullbacks. So you have a good pop, and then now you have the pull, and then you have the go side of these trades. And people are like entering on these pulls here for the go move. And it's just essentially a way to help you enter on like dip buys, let's say. Does that represent individual sellers of the quantity of shares waiting to be sold? The quantity of shares, J-Bass. QQQ is really selling off, guys. My gosh, it's flushing on the 1 minute chart. SPY is too. Wow, SPY just broke under 610 like it was butter. Wow, this is not good. Let's see. Looking at a lot of news hitting here, trying to maybe find something very specific, but I'm not seeing anything overly huge on the headlines here. A lot of stuff with Trump's team cutting, like disaster spending, stuff with Ukraine and Zelensky. Good morning, Demure. Yeah, I'm thinking more along the lines of maybe just profit with the price action here. I'm kind of with Demure's thinking, based off of just what I'm seeing right off the bat. All right. Wow, SPY. Crazy on this sell-off. You know what's popping is the VXX. UVXY. Gonna get fun here if this sell-off really does continue. Maybe even SPSXS as well. But UVXY could start to get extremely fun, or even SQQQ, probably even more advantageous, as profits come in on a lot of these tech stocks here.
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's
Made a nice scalp playing Palantir, PLTR. Nice, Palantir on the sell-off. I know a lot of growth stocks were selling off this morning, going to the watch list. Nancy and Pelosi's Tempest. Massive pullback here. It was bound to happen. Bound to happen. Just picked a UVXY call, Tangi said. Nice. Mason's rich out here. Hell yeah, you're gonna get your own yacht, Mason. Maybe you can have I Am Serve captain your boat. Keep sinking. Man, I'm trying to find the news too, Mason. There was a Kiev press conference that was canceled. Maybe that has something to do with it. I'm really looking at headlines here. Russia and Saudi Arabia are having a meeting to work closely with OPEC Plus. Trump plans cuts at office that funds recovery from big disasters. Let's see, what else? What else? I mean, really, nothing else is hitting the wire here that I'm seeing. I think we're just seeing a lot of sell-offs just off of price action. Maybe just some profit taking. It's pretty massive, though. I wonder what they're gonna attribute this move to. You know how the news always picks a headline to run with. I'm sure we'll have something. I guess it wasn't good to see like Walmart's earnings so bad. That might have been a bad sign or just a bad taste for the market's mouths. Let's maybe look at Walmart here. They said profit growth will slow. Even Walmart is saying that they wouldn't be immune to tariffs on Mexico and Canada. Said growth's going to be slowing. Described consumer spending patterns as steady. Definitely rough there. Wow, Baba on that pullback. Massive now. First support coming into play. We'll see if it holds or not around 140. Be careful, it's up quite a bit today. I don't think I'd chase it with all this red. Wow, QQQ. What's Bookmap on Palantir looking like? Let's check it. Cly the Locksmith. What a name. Palantir. Here you go. Not too much right now. Buyers at 95 and 90. A lot of sellers stacked up at 110, but none really came in at 100 since it touched. Ha, Mason's like a printer. Hell yeah, Mason, you're really letting it run. Watch out, because on these voluminous drops like this, a lot of times, once it does find a low, it'll probably shoot up pretty quickly, but keep riding it out. I wonder how low we're gonna really get here. Looking at 606 is my next major support coming up. I've had 607 as support too, but it's not the largest in my eyes. It'll probably end up bouncing there. That'll be funny. Wow. Starting to have a little bit of a wick. Palantir fell under 100. Saw the gains posted up in Discord by Locked Picks. That's Cly. Let's go. Great job, Cly. Come on, Spy. Let's keep it up. UVXY needs to get pumping. Man, that was a quick pump out of UVXY, though. Quick 2 to 3%. Spy having a little green coming in here. Not that it's a full-on recovery yet, but definitely seeing a little green. Scout says, guess who sold their Spy puts at 611.50? Uh-oh. Wow, what of a sell-off, though. If you guys see the news or you think you have the news that really got this going, let me know. Tangy Man's trailing stopped out of a PLTD here. Nice, that trail will probably get hit, it looks like, on this little pullback, but depending where it is. Tessie dropped quite a bit today, down to around 348, bouncing a little bit. Sitting around 350, not too bad. Looking at my watch list here. Spotify. Intel with a 3% pullback today. Didn't hold support just like the Spy. I was looking at Intel support around 25 to hold. Of course, it gives out when Spy's 611 gave out. Oh, yeah, there's that quick pop back with the Spy. The volatility is probably going to be crazy here. All right, we're switching the music. Oh yeah, going back to the rock here. You can only take so much alternative in the morning, I think. Great job, locked picks. Yeah, that really surprised the options there for a minute on SPY. Yeah. Yeah, this one has played a few times. Let's switch it. Let's go to the next one. I'm out with an extra 45 in my pocket, Tangy said. Hey, there you go. That'll get you a few Big Macs there, Tangy. I know you love Big Macs out there. They're your favorite, I heard. I'm just kidding. I'm betting Tangy's gonna be like, I hate Big Macs. Whoa. Meta moving to commercialize its open source AI, aiming to make Llama the industry standard. Pretty decent news here. Meta moving to commercialize their open source AI Llama to make it the industry standard. They also hired former Salesforce CEO Clara Shih to lead their business AI initiatives. Not bad. Meta news. They're not moving too much yet. They're probably not going to move too much off that news, but figured I'd mention it. NICE. Wow. Dropping from earnings there. The cruise lines really sold off. CCL. They were getting a little overextended. Man, CCL. How's RCL? Gold miners are all up, Tangy said. Newmont gonna be reporting tonight. That's gonna be a big report, Tangy. I can't wait to see it. Yeah, Barrick Gold up today. Nice. GDX probably moving then. Yep. Good recovery in pop. Drinking on the water today. I'm drinking that Walmart water. That great value. You guys are just now joining up today. Destroy that like button. Let's go. Let's get those likes up. As well as subscribing if you're new here as well. QQQ. What a move. Took 13.6% on the NEM trade. That's pretty good. Really good, Tangy. Left my trademark fractional share. That's awesome. With the house money. Llama is fun. You can argue with it, and it admits defeat. Really, Coconut? I've never even used it. The only one I really use is like ChatGPT. I do use a couple others, but not much. Yeah, Martin, I know, it's weird, right? There's really not that much news. If I'm being honest, not that I've seen. Maybe Walmart put a bad taste in everybody's mouths. It kind of kicked the selling off this morning. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, it's just market-wide selling here. Banks, tech. I think people are also scared of like all of Trump's cuts and tariffs. Like Walmart talked about that in their earnings. I think that might be playing a bit of a role in the short term. Look at how just a couple Fridays ago, I want to point this out. Just a couple Fridays ago, the market was selling off. Probably had some news that day, but sold off in a pretty massive way. And I mean, for the most part, really held its ground and then made new highs. It took a little while, but, you know, it got the job done. Maybe we're just seeing like a pattern playing out on the SPY where, you know, the SPY pops up. It starts to break highs a little bit, then it's chopping right back down, and it'll form a good base before trying it again. But it has had these periods of like huge sell-offs here ever since JP spoke on December 18th of 2024. Ever since that day, we've been experiencing just a lot of weird movement in the overall market. Lots of chop and sell-offs mixed into the run. We've even been looking at it and we've been thinking it's a lot harder of a time to trade, honestly. Now, some individual sectors are pretty good if you stick to those, but some people can't. Ooh. Griffin says uncertainty in the U.S. market makes it difficult to invest. I'm guessing they mean Ken Griffin said that. SPY holding this little base it formed. See if it can keep holding this today. I wouldn't be surprised if it sold off under here at some point in the day or tested the lows. Probably going to get a lot of chop though. I'm betting we'll probably see a crazy recovery and chop back as the day goes. See some crazy action. Kind of like this. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Kind of like this. From Tuesday. You know, it sold off in the morning and started to try to form a base, chopped around a little bit, and did recover back slightly, but not really. A day that will live in infamy, Coconut said. The day JP said no more cuts on the horizon. He's like, yeah, we're not really looking to cut anymore. I was really surprised that yesterday, the overall market, I was really surprised that it ran up when it did, considering that news popped out at the time. We had the FOMC minutes come out, and that's right where the SPY decided to run up to its new high of the day yesterday afternoon. Highway to Hell. Now here's a classic. You guys would be mad at me. I don't think I can accurately say who sings it, but I'm just going to say Metallica, and I think I'll be right. Oh, I'm wrong. It's AC/DC. You guys are going to flame me. Oh, no. How was I wrong on that one? How could I say that? Oh, that was a bad one to be wrong on, too. Send this man to the dungeon. To the brig with you. Walk the plank. I like it, Randy. Good pun there. A lot of sell-offs with the banks today. Looking at the daily chart of them, they're not looking very hot. JP Morgan, that's a pretty massive turnover today. They've popped right back after a lot of these recent turnovers, but this one, it's not giving me recovery vibes here with how soon it's been. Fifth row center for the Ball Breaker Tour. That was a real tour, Tangy? That sounds funny. JP Morgan in the bank selling off. I just saw some SPY news hit the ticker. Fed's Goolsby was speaking. They said PCE is not likely to be as sobering as CPI number. Yeah. That might get the market moving a little bit. China and Russia to deepen strategic coordination, Wang Yi says. That news hit about 5 to 8 minutes ago. Oh, actually 9 minutes now that KRYS big money play already doubled, TJ said. KRYS. Pretty fire already. Wow. What a run by KRYS. That was a crazy big money play. What a crazy setup. It was looking hot, though. A lot of times with KRYS, whenever it gets those good pops, it does continue. That's a pretty good one to see today. Yeah, it probably did double. It's in the money. Let's check on it. Wow. Yeah, not doubled, but pretty good. Joke of the day. How do you organize a space party? You plan it. That's actually not bad. I gotta give it that. That'd be a good, like, yeah, that's a good kids' Halloween one right there. Yeah, dad joke, yeah. Sounds like something I'd hear on, like, the show Bluey or something. The show Bluey. Pretty awesome show. I don't like a lot of the shows that my daughter watches, but that's one of them I can deal with. I actually have a custom license plate for my car coming in. It's gonna say Bluey on the license plate. You just earned more Bluey street cred. That's right. How much have you spent on custom plates in the past year? Oh my god. Probably like $120 in money and countless hours of time sitting at the damn DMV. The Department of Motor Vehicles. Yeah, it's not even that I change it that much. It's that, you know, like whenever I get a new vehicle, then I get a new one and all that. Zelensky blocked Truth Social in Ukraine. No way. No way. No way. Wow. That's pretty weird. No way. They're probably going to really try to carry on that fighting over there. I'm curious what you guys think of that. DJT stock's falling off pretty good right now in the short term, too. I always watch Ukraine footage on YouTube, and I'm always out there watching the combat footage and just, like, there's this group called, like, Azov and people like that I watch on there, and other people, of course, but I don't know, it's an interesting thing with Ukraine. I don't know what the hell to think about it. I don't know if I necessarily agree with the fighting or not. It's a weird situation.
There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure. 'Cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven.
BTG just keeps creeping higher, Tangy Man said. BTG. B2 Gold Corp? I actually forgot about this one, Tangy. B2. I always just look at NEM or GDX nowadays. Doesn't B2 actually have, like, their own website? Is it Blackwater? No. Maybe it is. I thought you could, like, buy gold from, like, B2 Gold or something. We've been lied to about Ukraine for 4 years, Coconut said. I know, right? Like, I want to hear the truth. Between the drones and thermals, there's no hiding. It's crazy to watch. It really is crazy. Or, really is crazy to watch, Trevor. Randy said, isn't the Azov Brigade controversial? I have no idea, Randy. Like I said, I just see what I see. I don't like, sorry, like when I said I watched them, it's like YouTube just like said, hey, here, watch this. You know, that's all I meant. You can't handle the truth. That's kind of funny. Mason just went on the website and Illinois has a Cardinals license plate. That's so stupid, Mason. You can't even have a Cardinals license plate if you're in Missouri. Like, literally, you cannot have a St. Louis Cardinals license plate in Missouri. Only if there's something very special going on could you have one. There's only like 3 or 4 that they let you pick from here. It's terrible. Mine is a back the blue plate. This is what mine looks like. Mine looks like this. I went with this because my car is blue, and it looks kind of cool with the blue lines, and the way that it has the light blue is like literally the color of my car, too. I also had the thought that maybe if I had this plate, they might not pull me over as much. I had that little thought in my head. Maybe they won't pull me over if they see the plate, but if I'm speeding, I'm sure they're gonna get me anyways. Yeah, look, Mason sent this on Discord. It's pretty small, but you know, it says Illinois with cards there and STL. That's not fair. Man, you guys get the cool Missouri plates even. That's totally not fair, Tangy or Mason. That sucks. The White Sox plate's pretty dope. You know, I have seen some cool White Sox plates. Tangy Man said, what if you could do Ass Man? Or don't, Demure said that. Why do I keep saying Tangy Man for everything? Sorry, Tangy. I feel bad here, Tangy. I keep saying Tangy said this, Tangy said that, and it's not even Tangy I'm seeing here. Every time I've seen someone with a BTB plate or sticker, they were speeding. That's funny. How about sorry me? Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Demir. Ass man. Isn't that Kramer from, wasn't there like a Seinfeld episode where they called Kramer the ass man or something? I know you guys are gonna know that. The quantum stocks are just very disappointing today, I gotta say. My family tried to get a crapper one to my granddad, and they wouldn't allow it. Really? I've seen some pretty wild Missouri plates, actually. One of the wildest ones I saw is it said SND and then said -B. I thought that was a funny one. Oh, really? There's a golf one even? If you can sneak a clever plate past the state, Tom will give you a month's free membership. I wish. I wish. I'm going to try to do a custom one here and show you guys. I really wanted to try to do this one. I was trying to do... Let's just say it was back to blue. I was trying to do something like stocked up related, like STKDUP. I was really hoping that they would let me do that, and like it was... Wait, you're kidding me. Now it's available? Bro... Those assholes. Those assholes at the DMV. This was not available 2 months ago. All right, let's try a funny one here. Like, I'm pretty sure that they'll let you do, like, whatever you want. Like, what if you said, like, what if you did this? Not available? I'm sure that they have some, like, some filters there, but that's funny. I was really trying to do stocked up, and it wasn't working, and now it works. That's hilarious. That is one thing, Demure, yeah. That is one thing I actually did think of in the past, is that I didn't think that people would interpret the right way either. You could do like STOKUP. Whenever I owned my Mercedes, my license plate was by-spy. That was my license plate back then. That was a pretty funny one. By spy. And my last Hellcat, it was CATTT. T. There was a lot of T's. It was like CATTTT. Yeah, stuck up. That's funny. QQQ trying to come back a little bit here. Looking at some bigger movement hitting. Unity running up. You know, they had earnings. They actually dropped off this morning on the earnings and then roared back to life here. Roaring back. We have Advanced Money Dispenser or Destroyer. I guess depends on which side you're on now. That's funny. I wonder if you can put the word Gewehr. I didn't know that meant rifle in German. You know, I never knew that either. So like Sturmgewehr, that literally just means like storm rifle? Really? Hold up. I'm pretty sure Sturm. I actually took German class in school. I was in German. Yeah, it does mean storm, yeah. The only words I remember are like Guten Tag. And Da. I love that movie Inglourious Bastards. I really like that one. I'm more of like the Brad Pitt character on there. Volkswagen. That's a good one. Everything in German sounds angry, Trevor says. Yeah, it definitely does. Anytime they talk, it sounds like they're yelling. I'm running through the news really fast here. Checking in to see if we missed anything. Feds Goolsby said we have moved to a period that looks like stable full employment to me, is what they said. Looks like stable full employment to me, is the quote. They also said if the tariffs raise prices, the feds have to think about it. You love Deutsche? I don't know if they call it Deutsch or Deutsche. I can't remember, but... What kind of languages do you speak, Jeanette? Give me a list. That's pretty cool. I'm still searching, Martin. I'm still searching. I saw some more news come out that China and Russia now have talks of working together. I talk to chickens. You know, I was actually just watching a video. Sometimes late at night, especially like when my daughter wakes us up like she did last night, I'll watch some funny videos every once in a while, and I like this one funny YouTuber named General Sam. And he has a second YouTube channel named General Gam. You know, spelled funny. And he makes these funny videos about video games. And he did this video about, there's this mod for Skyrim that lets you talk to animals, Randy. Of all shit. Literally last night, I was watching a video of this guy talking to chickens. Like, I'm not kidding. It was kind of, it was a wild 2 a.m. at Tom's house last night. That's funny that you brought that up, though. Were you on acid? I think that whoever made this mod was on acid, like, honestly. You found my YouTube channel, Randy said. Great story. Yeah. It was definitely a story that would not have been told if you wouldn't have brought up talking to chickens. Now I'm gonna have to hear from Randy in the Discord later on. He's gonna say, I can't wait to see the segment on talking to cows tomorrow, Tom, or something. Can't wait to see that later, Randy. I know, Martin, it's weird. I'm not really seeing the news that's playing the big role here. Honestly. Other than Walmart's issues with the tariffs. Ooh. The Fed speaker is saying that they're nervous about supply shocks, I guess, coming from inflation. Let's go find those better movers here. JP Morgan puts. JPM is still selling down. The farmer that fixes his excavator. What? Yeah, Martin, it's wild though. I really thought that there'd be more news hitting here, but I think that there's just more natural sell-off than anything. Ooh, I just found a piece of news you guys might be interested in. Ticker symbol CRM is getting a little bit of volatility here. Got some news with CRM. They're in negotiations with Microsoft, Oracle, and Google for a multi-year cloud partnership to support their AI workloads. The deal could exceed $1 billion over several years, according to the information. Okay. Not too insane. I just really this morning do not love the way a lot of the growth stocks are selling off. A lot of massive pullbacks out there, and even though a lot of them recovered back, it's still very massive. Let's check in on these weed stocks. CGC making a new low. Wow. A new all-time low with CGC. The brutality setting into the MJ stocks and just the MJ sector. I still hold some PLNHF or some PLNH, Planet 13. But let's be real here. This MJ sector, like I've said before, and I'm going to say it again, the money that you put into this, you need to act like it's gone. And you need to also, I would say, stay lighter than not. You know, like $1 to $2 grand can go a long way on these types of stocks if they start popping off. Now, I'm not saying to invest in them, but I'm just saying if you do, a little bit can go a long way on these. I'm not really in love with it now. I think Ukraine backtalk is demoralizing the market, Seren said. That is also another situation that could definitely be playing a role. There was a lot of Ukraine news hitting around that time that the market was selling. It's hard to point the finger to a specific piece of news, though. It looks like CNBC is going with the headline that Walmart raises concerns about earnings. They're saying that the S&P 500 retreats as Walmart forecasts raise concerns about earnings. So kind of like I talked about initially from the get-go, that Walmart news is kind of what they're going with on the news, it looks like, as what at least like CNBC is running with is what caused this. I think that it's definitely plausible. Definitely plausible. Sounds good, Demure. Yeah, walk away. Walk away, walk away. Have some good extra sleep, maybe, if you're going back to sleep. I was looking to see if you said somewhere you were going back to bed, but have a great day, Demure. Let's go. Good morning, Luis. Glad to see you joining up today. Good morning, good morning. Should I start averaging shares in Palantir or wait? Ooh, I would say wait, Mike. I think you're still a little bit early there. I think you could see better prices, like maybe around like $85 or so. I have some DoorDash credit, and I think we're going to be dashing in some food today. Small Town Pyro, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Wild morning out there so far. Did you catch the sell-off at all, Pyro? Hack for DoorDash is buy in bulk, find big combo meals. So, like, Mason, will you buy stuff and then, like, keep it for later, like, in the fridge or something? Wow, guys. Target's having some headlines hit. Ticker symbol TGT. Yeah, no bank-specific headlines that I'm seeing here for the bank news. Check on Meta here real fast. Mason says, yeah, but I mean, like, the more little items you put on a DoorDash order, the more you get robbed. Because everything on DoorDash is already overpriced. Oh, I got you. I got you. Like, instead of, like, let's just say picking out, like, 5 individual items, you might do, like, the buy, you know, the 2 Big Mac combo or something. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Everything's so far from my house. Speaking of McDonald's, how is their stock today? It's around $300. I know they were actually pulling back quite hard this week, too. What are you guys gonna get? Not even sure yet, actually. DoorDash uses a special cookie to detect when Mason printed money, and then they jack his prices. That's pretty funny, Randy. Yeah, I was actually just thinking that is a clever, very clever way to use the cookies. Now that I thought about it, that's actually pretty damn smart. That's not bad. Go to the 5-minute chart. Palantir sitting right at $100 pretty much. Testing 99 here. It might start to get a secondary breakdown if we see 99 give out here. Very close. Come on, let's go for a second run, Palantir. You're already down 11%, but... that's funny. Wow, that sucks, Mason. Same with flights? Wow. They probably do that. JD Vance said we're on the cusp of peace in Europe. Is Target moving on that suing news yet? Nope. Nothing yet. Checking your brokerage. It's like on the day you lose in the market, it's like it starts giving you like ads for like ramen noodles or something. It's like that'd be funny. Nvidia down 0.87%. We could find some funny ones for that. There could be some good examples there. Let's go, though. If you're just now joining up, destroy that like. 32 likes. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Can't talk today. I keep stuttering. I feel like Adam Sandler.
Today, Junior?
Whoa. There he is. He's yelling at me now. I'm sorry. Tesla, book map, please, Mary Lou said. Tessie, right around 350. Let's pull it up on the bookie. Tell me what support levels for ARM and AVAV. Sure thing. Let's go check out ARM really quickly. Buy the dip, Shane said. I hope 140. All right, let's go check out these two stocks here. ARM and AVAV. ARM, you're looking for supports. Oh, wow. There's some good ones coming up on ARM. Really like this 147 level. Just under there, I like 145. 147 and 145 are what I'm watching for underneath here. It is straddling a support as well, right around 148.50, which I like as support as well. BBAI got wiped. Hunter was right. Yeah, rejected off 10 bucks pretty hard. Now, I will say the rejection's not too crazy yet. It still could come back from this, but I'm definitely on like that the side of the wipe here for sure. 100%. Turning over very hard. It actually has a history of doing this too, where it goes on these massive runs and extensions and then has these crazy pullbacks. Even if it does continue... Now, here's the problem. Is BBAI could pull back like this and then start to really rip up. And, like, the longer-term traders that, like, were buying BBAI within this, like, lower range and they're averaging in, like, it's still okay to hold for the long term for a lot of people, I'm sure. You know, but I'm definitely in the camp that it's overextended and is probably going to come down pretty hard in the short term. I'm curious on valuation, what they're looking like. I forgot what Hunter said on his valuation number there, but they're probably going to dip massively until they get some better news coming out. Another big piece of news might get them going again. It's hype driven. Tessie resistance overhead. You know, another one I'm looking at in the short term that's starting to turn over pretty hard is Tempest. Nancy stock, Tempest AI. Very similar to BBAI, like how it's starting to get wiped out pretty hard. After the interview with Besant, it got ugly, Poe said. Meta staying under 700. Not looking good, Randy. Not looking good. Seren, we say it because new people are coming in and out of the stream. So, like, Seren, like, while you might sit here and watch it the whole time, I have stats that, like, 80% of viewers are, like, coming and going and coming and going, and new people are filtering in and out and stuff like that. And you want to get the like number to go up. And if they're just now joining up and they didn't hear it and then they didn't like it, then they might, give it the like. But at the end of the day, it really helps you in the YouTube algorithm the more likes that you have on your stream. So yeah, it's crazy that the likes really help, but one individual person pressing it multiple times, that doesn't help anything extra. Pretty crazy. That's twice now you called out a stock I was getting ready to ask about, Chris K said. That's funny. Perfect timing, I guess, today. Baba's up 9%. BA. Yeah, they were up a lot. Even at open, they were up a lot more on that opening move. We were looking at 145 resistance on Bookmap, and it got really close. That can kind of show you the power of the Bookmap with a lot of these targets. We saw clear sellers stacked at 145. It was definitely the clear resistance on the day. Bloomberg, Gip said, I was watching an interview with Secretary of State Bessent, and that's around when the stock started moving ugly. It could be maybe the comments. I wasn't seeing too many comments hitting about that at the time, but I would say that could be something that definitely played a role. CNBC is giving it to Walmart, but Amazon to gain creative control of the James Bond franchise from the Broccoli family. The Broccoli family. It's weird. It's spelled just like broccoli. Look at this headline here. Where'd it go? Broccoli. I hope that a new James Bond movie comes out. You know who I would love to see as James Bond? And I don't know what you guys think. That actor that played Saving Private Ryan, the one who played Ryan. I'm not a movie buff. I don't know his damn name. Matt Damon, maybe? I think Matt Damon could play a good James Bond. Now, I'm not sure about the whole accent deal there, but it'll be cool to see what Amazon does with that. SPY pushing the low of the day again. Watch 607 coming into play here. Yeah, that'll be cool, Mason. A new 007 hopefully comes out. That'd be sick. And hell yeah, like Shane said, definitely like up the stream. It really does help. Matt Damon's too much of a comedian, really. Really. I'm surprised you said that. He does have some comedic stuff to him. I'll give you that. What is this type of news? I have some Disney news hitting, it looks like. ESPN plans to add user-generated content to upcoming flagship streaming service. User-generated content. User-generated content. I wonder what they mean by that. Does that mean like people who have like YouTube shows and stuff could, you know, have some content like that? That's interesting. Like, in my head, I'm like, hey, what if we had StockedUp's, you know, nightly show on ESPN, let's say, on their new flagship service? Interesting. This is why he's not a movie producer? Yeah. Yeah, like, he's in Jason Bourne. Like, I've only seen him in, like, seriouser movies, I thought. Like, Saving Private Ryan, the Bourne movies. There's one movie, let's see. Matt Damon. There's a movie about him becoming the president. Ah, The Adjustment Bureau. That movie was really good, The Adjustment Bureau. I had Emily Blunt, too. It's crazy. That's a pretty crazy movie. Pretty wild one. Imagine getting, like, Aaron Rodgers talking about stocks. That'd be funny. Yeah, well, Mason, see, it's called a flagship streaming service, so they're gonna have, like, a lot more shit on there. I don't think you totally understood what they're trying to do with this new flagship service. I wonder. But it sounds like they're talking about user-generated content. So, like, you know, I'm thinking of, like, sports, like, what kind of user-generated content there? I don't know. Apparently, they haven't even announced a name for it yet. They're saying it could be like $25 to $30 a month. Details are unclear. It'll allow ESPN subscribers to post their own content. Yeah. Man, I totally get you there. Apparently, they've discussed adding this onto Disney Plus as well. And they're talking about YouTube's influence. So, yeah, looks like they're, you know, maybe Disney Plus would be a good opportunity for us. That's crazy. Wow. I'm wondering, Mason, Mason, this is something cool that I think that you might have fun with, Mason, is what if we did like a little, like some stocked up sports betting, you know, like little 15 to 30 minute show on ESPN Plus. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe you could find, like, some stats out there and stuff. Like, maybe, like, But yeah, but the Disney Plus thing is huge. That could be huge for the other stuff. That could be great. Paw Patrol for Stocked Up. My daughter watches that show. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm thinking like ESPN Plus, maybe like a little Yeah, maybe like some stats. He's like, we can talk about why the Broncos in Sunday's game will be green for the money line. Yeah, exactly. Something like that. Or I'm thinking like Mason, maybe even something along the lines of like, you know, hey, when the Broncos play this team, they lose this many times, and you could maybe even like look at like the betting volume. I don't know. I'm not sure on betting how much shit they let you see, but you know, it'd be interesting to have like betting volume and stuff like that, you know, like there's more buyers than sellers, you know. More overs than unders. I guess is how you'd say it. I don't know. Weird to say, right? Weird to say. We could do stocked up paper trading competition with buy-in for days the market's closed. That could be fun. For days the market's closed. Let's see. What would we be paper trading on the days the market's closed, though? Maybe like Bitcoin or something? Some Forex?
Did I disappoint you? Leave a bad taste in your mouth.
ESPN the Ocho. I like that plan. What is that movie? Dodgeball? What? But what was they saying in there? They're like, back to you, Skip, or something. Back to you, Chip. I think his name was Chip or something. That was hilarious. You would have to find a fake paper trading game, basically. I would almost bet that, like, somebody like TradingView or something, I'm sure that they have something out there where there's, like, a platform where we could, like, have a group and people join and then they could be tracked. I know that it could be made on, like, a dock. I don't have the time for that. Mason, if you have the time, or Sean, to maybe try and research, like, a way to make that game happen, that could maybe be a really cool task for Stocked Up that we could do. So, like, Mason, you know, if you have some time, throw it in your schedule or something. It would have to be a fake market. Yeah, that could work. A fake market. Like, you could do, like, a replay. He goes, I'm actually going to create it this time. That's funny. The problem I've found with that, Mason, is that there's so many people that want in that it was very hard to, like, pick, like who's the 12 I pick, you know? It's like, I guess you could just say the first 12, and then, but then a lot of cool people get excluded, and it's like, That'd be kind of cool to do, like, we should do, like, a 30-team one. That would be pretty sick. Or, like, priority goes to Stocked Up members who have been in for over 3 years or something. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe you could have, like, a list of people that want in, and then it could randomly be picked. That could be cool, yeah. I just thought of the list idea. Once you said the random thing, it had me thinking, yeah. I'm getting my fantasy baseball league going here soon. All right. Switching over to some of the larger movers out here this morning. Gonna look at stuff actively running right now. A lot of bank action here as they're getting closer and closer to their lows of the day. We have Advanced Money Destroyer falling off again, 1%. Unity calls are on the radar with their earnings. Unity has actually been really good here. That's fantastic. Tiger Woods went to the White House to get the merger going, I think. Really? That's pretty cool. I saw that before. Oh, you know it, Carl. Mike already kind of has one, kind of. In a way, but just be patient, Carl. Be patient, be patient. Isaac, what's up, Tom? Good morning. Good morning, Isaac. IRS executives tell staff on call that about 6,000 workers to be fired on Thursday. Unity looks pretty hot here in the short term. Not bad. One of the better movers. Microsoft is all over the SM bot as well. They're really starting to pop off intraday, breaking the high from yesterday even as well on this overall move. Microsoft, they had that quantum news yesterday. They're starting to hold support really well on the daily. I love the way they're turning around here. This looks fantastic. The twist would be to add news to the mix. Yeah, that'll be interesting there. Chase said SPY coming back towards 608.50. Good job, SPY. Trying to recover. It's holding its low of the day. Little double bottom action happening. It's not bad. I have a bachelor's in business admin, had a Series 7 license. Nice, but it's out of date now. Let me know if you're hiring. That's awesome. The new Axe Capital. That's a funny name. Axe. It's honestly not bad. What do you think about HIMS? Definitely a brutal day for a lot of these growth stocks. Just a lot of pullbacks in general today. A lot of pullbacks in general here. I like double bottom action, Coconut said. I don't know why. When I read it and whenever you said it, it sounded weird. I gotta say. Wow. All right. I appreciate you guys all joining up today. Sean said, what about some Oxy Bookmap? Oxy's pretty close to resistance on the day. 5180. Sure thing. I'll pull it up. OXY, the oil companies, not looking too bad today. 52 bucks, but 51.80 like we talked about, pretty large. A lot of rejection there on Oxy, definitely a decent sell wall. 52 as well. Even 52.25. Weird, a lot of sellers stacked up in the short term on Oxy at that high of day. It looks like it wants to try to go for a break, though. I like the way it's actually, you know, holding and actively pushing back here. Could be a scalp opportunity above there, but 52 is going to be next resistance, like, right away. I have a fishing license, Randy said. There you go. Now that'll help you catch some good stocks, Randy. You'll be catching some bluefin tunas out there for your portfolio. Alrighty, guys. Have a great one. I will talk to you later. I hope to see you guys in the Discord. If you guys had any good profits today, post them up. Also, if you have any good testimonials, feel free to leave us a testimonial in the testimonials channel. We'd like to hear some good growth and some good stories on your guys' advancements in trading. Definitely post them up in there. Give us some shout outs if we helped you specifically. Try to be specific too. We like to see that. It also helps a lot of other traders as well. But other than that, have a great rest of your Thursday. Make sure you check out the video tonight. Watch it all the way through. Give it some love. Give it some likes. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a great one.